Well, welcome back, everybody, to my channel. And my name is Stephen the Jupiterian, and I'm here with you to put together a video for, well, let's see, for today. So it is August 7th, 2024, and we have Mercury making its conjunction to Venus. And I'm going to share that with you right now. And here's the time clock for 2:01 p.m. in the afternoon on August 7th, 2024. And Mercury will be moving retrograde toward Venus, and Venus is moving toward Mercury. So it's at 3 degrees, and Mercury is at 3 degrees 24 minutes. I'm sorry, Venus is at 3 degrees 24 minutes. Mercury is at 3 degrees 47 minutes. These numbers in red indicate that they are retrograde. So is Saturn, Neptune, the nodes, Chiron, and the galactic center here, which is just the galactic center never moves, maybe like a degree every God knows how long. But hey, the sun is at 15 degrees of Leo, almost 16. So yes, 15 degrees of any sign is an anaretic, well, it's at an anaretic degree, or not a great degree to have the sun at 15 degrees. But so yeah, and that's a planet that is in Leo. And the only planet, the sun, is considered a planet in astrology. It is a luminary, but in astrology, we consider the sun and the moon, which are luminaries, planets, and the sun is in Leo. The only planet in any fire sign at this time. That's the only fire that we have here. We have a lot of air, Venus, Mercury, and the moon. But the moon will be moving into Libra tomorrow. So yeah, this is like the ascendant of right now on the west coast of the United States, or Canada, the west coast. I'm pretty sure Canada would be at this degree too. Ah, that's a good thing. Let's make a little thing. Let's see. Let's edit chart to calculate. Vancouver, Canada. Ooh, interesting. Yep. Same thing. Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Scorpio rising at an earlier degree, but it's still Scorpio rising in Vancouver right now. How about that? Let's oops, we don't want that. Edit this chart, and we'll type in, let's say, New York, New York, New York. It's a hell of a time. Okay. And in New York, let's see. Yes, Sagittarius rising in New York. 27 degrees at the last degrees of Sagittarius in New York. How about that? Huh. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just double check this. It's Vancouver, Canada. We're Sagittarius rising. Okay. Scorpio rising. Sorry. Scorpio rising. Let's see. Okay, let's put this back to San Francisco and get on with um, that's at 19 degrees of Scorpio. So, okay, well, now we are looking at Mercury and Venus, which are getting closer together. They will by tonight or the 8th, depending on where you are. And so yes, my name is Stephen the Jupiterian. There's Jupiter right above my head. um, and okay, let's see. Take that away. Greatness. Hmm. Well, the moon opposed Saturn earlier today. But let's see. Well, the moon is still opposite, is going opposite Neptune soon. It's almost getting there at 29 degrees. So, alrighty. So it's going to be an interesting, emotionally draining day. But, this week has been a very positive week. I think apparently it's the most positive week until next week because the 19th we have Jupiter making an opening square with Saturn. And I'm going to do the, let's move this week 14 and then days to the 19th. I'm going to share the 19th. We have, oops, wait a minute. Yes, Jupiter. Although Mars is going to be conjunct Jupiter on the 14th. Let's go back to 14th. Yeah. At 16 degrees, they'll be conjunct, I believe, at 16 degrees. Right? Yes, 16 degrees and some minutes, but yeah, on the 14th. And that will be making a square. Jupiter and Mars will be square to Saturn at 17 degrees on the 19th or so. 18th, 19th. Let's see. The 19th, yes. They will be square. 27. Jupiter will be making a square on this on the 19th on Monday, August 19th, which will be bringing a lot of action and being like gung-ho about things and wanting to do things, and but Saturn is going to put the brakes on that. So it's almost like stepping on the gas and the brake at the same time and not going anywhere. It's going to be very challenging night on the August 19th. And August 19th is also the beginning of the Democratic National Convention. So we'll see what's going on there at this time during the convention, because I don't think it's over yet. There's more stuff to come. There's more surprises to be seen in this crazy election year. I'm not going to do my prediction yet for who's going to become president. I'm not sure if I will. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. Using astrology only. Using astrology only. And keeping my own personal bias out of it. Just using the astrology. I will pull up Kamala Harris's chart. I will pull up Donald Trump's chart. I will pull up J.D. Vance's chart and Tim Waltz's chart, and see what happens. Actually, I'm also maybe I might pull up RFK's chart too. He's the wild horse in this craziness. Also, he's the wild card in this election. If we have an election. At all. So that's all up in the air because the astrology is saying something otherwise, and we'll go through that in another video. So yeah, actually I'm going to if you're Scorpio, you have all these planets in your eighth. Mars and Jupiter are in your eighth house. Forget the vertex, because that's a personal point in anyone's natal chart. I should take that out. The vertex doesn't need to be there. card of fortune doesn't need to be there. Okay. So, okay. So today we have here Scorpio rising. Mars is getting closer to Jupiter, which is great for getting things done. It's it's starting its square to Saturn, but it's not very strong yet until the 14th when it's exact. That's a week from now, the 14th. So we have a week of good things coming with Mars and Jupiter in your 8th house of money, other people's money, inheritances, death and taxes. 8th house is also credit card debt, paying off your credit. Actually, it's a great week to get those credit card debt out of the way, get debts paid off. And it's going to be a very chatty today, especially Venus and Mercury are conjunct. Even though Mercury is retrograde, it's in its exaltation and rulership, but it's retrograde. But we'll just leave that for aside. But with Venus conjunct Mercury, you'll be communicating very friendly, in a friendly way. Being more jovial and possibly more but could lead to some kind of a like being too sweet or pathetically sweet, possibly even okay, sorry, but I had to notice something was awry in the room. Had to fix that. I'm back. All righty. So Scorpio, but yeah, actually something with children or creative project you're working on may have some delays and some unseen things going on that you are not seeing clearly on. But yeah, next year when Neptune moves into Aries, we'll have a whole new story. And yeah, actually, I'm going to show you that right now. Going a year from now, Saturn and Neptune are retrograde in Aries next year. So how about that? Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn will be out of Pisces. So that's good news for a lot of people. For Pisces, especially, and maybe for Geminis, so for Sagittarians and Virgos, because, well, maybe not Virgo, because you can see this coming, but it's square Saturn, Jupiter, Sagittarius and Gemini. So, yeah, by whole sign, but if you have any planets at the late degrees of Gemini or Sagittarius or Virgo, you have some interesting things going on for you at this time. Difficult times, but you'll get through them. We always do. And okay, so let's move on to ours. put this into hours. So we're moving on to Sagittarius. This is a good thing for your partnerships, your relationship, your marriage, your spouse, your business partners, maybe even too, which is bringing a lot of energy here for your partner. Not necessarily for yourself, Sagittarius, because this is the house of the other, or your other half or business partner. They're having a great time here, but you're okay with taking the back seat for now. You have all this stuff going on in your career house right now. The Venus here in your 10th house, Mercury retrograde in your 10th house. The moon, well, that's going to be moving into Libra tomorrow, which will bring more abundance to your, or more emotional things to partnerships, because the Libra is the sign of partnership, of one-to-one relationships, friendship here. Since you have Libra in the 11th house of friends, you probably have may have a lot of friends who are very indecisive, maybe like a Libra. And they balance things out, which is good. But yes, actually, sometimes the Sagittarius, well, depending, I don't know, maybe your friends are more level-headed than, well, your friends are level-headed, just like you are, Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, especially rising, and stelliums, and with 4 or more planets in Sagittarius, or we have 3 planets here. This isn't really a stellium, I would say, yet. So the sun is in the 9th house, which is shining its light on travel. The 9th house is all about travel, foreign affairs, maybe. Let's see, the government is 9th house things. And then we have Saturn and Neptune in your 4th house, where there's a lot of things that upheaval, and that or maybe you need to be more strategic in being more practical in the home, bringing balance and structure to your 4th house affairs. Maybe your relationship with your parents, your roots. Yep. Your own family too. So, okay, let's move on to Capricorn. Well, Capricorn, this is happening in your 6th house. So lots of energy. You're getting a lot of work done. Just don't overwork yourself. This week is a great time to get things done for yourself. Like, start a routine, exercise routine to alleviate an illness, or get yourself on a new diet for a wellness check. And just don't overdo it. With this square to Saturn coming up. It's going, it's starting already, but you know, it's in within like 3 degrees of each other. So that's a wide, that's a close enough square, not exact, but Saturn will help to keep you on your keep you on your toes and keep you like make sure you're doing what you need to do doing and not getting out of hand. Jupiter can just keep going and going and going. Saturn makes you stop in your tracks and be like, well, wait a minute, hold on now. The Saturn is the teacher of the zodiac who says, hold on, we are going a little too fast here. You're ahead of yourself. You're ahead of everything. You need to do everything step by step in an orderly fashion. Yeah, so just be careful of over exerting yourself with Mars here also. And Jupiter is getting more and more of things. So Saturn will help to contract instead of expand. Jupiter expands things. Saturn contracts and holds things together, not hold you, doesn't hold you back, because actually sometimes that's a good thing to just step back and look what you're doing so you don't hurt yourself while you're doing some kind of exercise routine, like pulling a muscle or something like that. So, alrighty, Capricorn, good luck to you. We're moving on to Aquarius. Well, Mercury and Venus are conjunct each other in your 8th house of money, other people's money, other people's values, your debts, your inheritances, money you get from other people, possibly. That could be more like a 11th house, where money you get from other people, like benefactors, but you know, actually inheritance is here. Death and taxes. And you probably have a lot of creative juices going and flowing at this time. So you're maybe writing, doing something creative, with dealing with your intellect, your thoughts, putting your maybe thoughts are coming so quickly to you that you will need to write them down. And so Saturn can help you with that. If you use Saturn in a very positive way, letting it guide you, be a guide instead of a hindrance, and stopping you in your tracks in some way. You know, actually Saturn is a taskmaster too. You know, he's a teacher. He's the one who says, okay, this is how it goes. But even though Saturn likes to do that in Pisces, is not very great at doing that, but it's retrograde. So take it slow. It's squaring Jupiter, the planet of abundance, and Mars. So, well, you know, yeah, that's within orb too. Mars and Jupiter are in both square, making a square to Saturn. getting there. And so yeah, actually that's going to be quite something when next week comes along. But focusing on this area of your eighth house will be best to get rid of some debt that you owe, or taxes paid, back taxes possibly. Aquarius. Possibly, maybe. um I don't know, many that could be a possibility that you owe back taxes and is going to be delayed because of Mercury here. But Venus will bring in positivity to this, some positivity and analytical thought processes to this eighth house. So, okay, Aquarius, I think we're going to move on. Anything else for Aquarius? Well, the sun is in your seventh house, lighting up your partner, your business partner, your spouse. So, but it's not up opposing Pluto anymore. Okay, on to our wonderful Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and stellium. Well, let's see. Pisces, we have a lot of going on in your home with your parents, with your foundation, the way you build your foundation. This is a great time to build and start working on building a stable foundation for yourself. It'll be abundant and very, you'll be working hard here. Mars is brings action, could also cut and sever things too, but I think in Gemini, Mars in Gemini could bring a lot of activity to the fourth house. And when they're conjunct next week, this will be bringing even more. But Saturn, well, in your first house, well, something about your I have a feeling that your home will reflect how you're feeling personally, and it's a great time to do home furnishing, home renovation, reupholstering furniture, maybe, flipping a home, selling your home, and actually your partner could help with that too. Venus and Mercury are in your seventh house of your partners, business and spouse, husband or wife. Maybe your husband will be talking more about what their values are and what kind of delays there may be occurring for you, Pisces. Let's see. Although you may not see clearly with Neptune in Pisces at 29 degrees, it's going to be in 29 degrees for quite some time. And yeah, but that's fine, because actually Saturn will help, possibly, if you allow Saturn to teach you the lessons you need to be learning at this time, Pisces, rising especially. And if you have any planets at between the 18 and 29 degrees, then you'll have a lot to deal with. Pisces. Aries. Well, Aries, let's see. We have the third house of your siblings, your neighborhood, your neighbors, neighborhood, short distance travel, maybe walking to the grocery store and seeing the merchants and everything there, everyone in the neighborhood, taking a lot of action and having a good time with neighbors and or siblings. Saturn is in your 12th house of which is hidden from you. It's a very karmic house. It's maybe you're not seeing, well, you're definitely not going to be seeing things that you're holding, that you repress. And this is a spiritual house too. And then we have the 6th house. You'll be doing a lot of things in your work with your job and co-workers may have delay at work. So you may have delay getting to work or speaking with co-workers or having something having to do with the work environment you're in. Aries, let's see. Taurus. Well, you have this, your 5th house. There may be delays in creativity, something having to do with deal with your children. Maybe you have children and they're getting ready to for school, and you need to get them ready and get their supplies. Getting them will be delayed. There will be delays. But you may be having a friendly conversation with your children or with a creative project, something you value very much. That's something of value to you. That's creative. Now we have Mars and Jupiter in your 2nd house of money. So you might be spending money fast and or possibly Jupiter here, you'll probably be getting a lot of money too. Jupiter expands your bank account. Mars will sever and cut your bank account. But, hey, that's almost like the brake and the gas. But you have this, something having to do with benefactors here who are holding or making sure that things are going smooth, making sure that you're doing what you need to be doing so that they can still be a representative for you or benefactor. Your friends will, they will have be taking a back seat for now, because these two are retrograde. You may not even know or see or understand what your friends are doing at the moment, because it may seem a little odd, or like, because those rose colored glasses that you have on are making things look like you're in a a two-way mirror, like from the circus, like one of those optical illusion mirrors where you don't know which way to go, like in in one of those mazes with mirrors in them. So yes, Taurus, that's what I got for you. Gemini. Well, Mars and Jupiter are in your first house, taking action, maybe severing something that's personal to you, Gemini. Or taking an active role, talking more, speaking fast, and which is a good thing. Although actually Saturn and Neptune in your 10th house of career could be bringing things, slowing things down, bringing more structure to your career sector and your public persona. And Mercury and Venus in your 4th house, which are conjunct or are conjunct today until tomorrow, the 8th of August. But yeah, these are conjunct today, August 7th, bringing lots of communication and joy and friendliness to your family, your home environment, your home, your parents possibly also. And let's see. Moving on to Cancer. Well, Cancer, there's a lot of going on behind the scenes here for you, Cancer, with Mars and Jupiter here. They're like in the rear view mirror that you cannot see. You're like your blind spot. There's a lot going on that you don't see, but other people do with Mars and Jupiter here. It's a great spiritual time for you to Jupiter in the 12th for Cancer rising brings a lot of stability. Well, not well, to 12th house things, like hospitals and ashrams, churches or temples. Yeah, places of seclusion where you feel secluded. But your 3rd house, your neighbors and cousins and aunts, uncles in your neighborhood, there's a lot of activity, but they'll be slow moving in travel, in short distance travel. Don't plan on going anywhere outside of the country or outside of the state just yet, Cancer. Saturn is bringing a lot of things, yeah, with these Saturn and Neptune in your 9th house. It's not a great time to go anywhere, travel to far distances. Saturn will restrict that. But if you want to learn, but be sure that there will be structure and restriction coming your way in the 9th house of higher education, book publishing, if you want to publish a book in book publishing, there'll be delays. The third, it's opposite the third and the fourth by whole sign. So yeah, those there'll be delays in a lot of things, cancer. So just yeah, actually just enjoy your friends, enjoy being with your cousins, aunts, uncles, and your neighbors. Uh, so yeah, actually Mars rules the 12th, the 10th, and your fifth house. So maybe you'll be doing some creative things too, because Mars is here, but it rules your fifth and 10th houses. So maybe fifth and 10th house concerns will be more suited to you at this time in an indirect way. Okay, Leo. Leo. Well, we got a lot of delays in money making and finances here. You may like to see something that's expensive that you have your eye on, but there may be delay in getting your paycheck so you can buy the item that you have been looking for. Leo, Saturn is in your eighth house of money, also restricting money coming in and out. So watch your bank accounts and credit card debt, Leo. So, but you will have fun with friends, and you may find a benefactor who will help possibly. All right, Leo, that's all I got for you. Good luck. Virgo. Well, Virgo, Mercury is and Venus are in your first house. Mercury is going to bring delay to, well, let's just say you're getting ready for your day, and the water is shut down or shut off for some reason. There'll be a delay of getting to getting your routine in the morning and your personal hygiene together in the morning, off to a good start here. Won't be a good start because there'll be delays in maybe water pressure here. Could be some kind of like maybe a power outage, who knows. Mercury in an earth sign. Well, let's see. Earth, and what things are like that could happen that are earth things? Well, earthquake and or like some kind of earth event. Um could be a mudslide too. There's a but you have a lot of action in your 10th house of your career. So just make sure you're getting everything you need to do to get to work on time. Make sure you leave time for yourself to get out of the house to get to work and be seen by everyone in the public, and you're in your career. So with Saturn and Neptune in your seventh house, well, there'll probably be a lot of restriction and structure from your significant other, your spouse, your business partner may bring some restrictive restrictions or even some unseen thing that could occur in your business partnership or your with your spouse. So, okay, well, good luck to you, Virgo. And finally, we're up to Libra. We started with Scorpio. We're ending with Libra. Well, Libra, Sun, Moon, Stellium, and especially Libra rising. Jupiter and Mars are in your ninth house of travel. Long distance travel. That's statewide. That's to another state. Good time to do that. There'll be restrictions at work and with coworkers. You may not understand what your coworkers or things that are happening in your work environment because you're seeing it in a whole different way than your clients, your coworkers. Yeah, no, clients are a seventh house. Your sixth house is work environment, your work in general, your job. Health routines, also pets. For Libra rising, if you have a pet, well, just make sure you're watching them closely. Some odd shit will happen to you there. We have Mercury and Venus in your 12th house. Well, maybe you'll be going off to a retreat of some sort that you can just take a break and enjoy a retreat at an ashram or some kind of well, it's the 12th house is also hospitals and like service to in a hospital or service of church service maybe or going to a temple even for a retreat wouldn't be bad here, but Mercury Venus will bring some joy to that, but Mercury retrograde not so much. Just make sure you have time you make time to enjoy it and just actually this isn't bad. Mercury in the 12th isn't terrible. It's not happy there, but it's not terrible. Mercury will be there probably maybe people will be talking about you that you don't, or you may say something that you may not know you have offended somebody. Awesome. Yeah. Communication delays, communication breakdowns, misunderstandings may bring some unexpected or hidden enemy to you also, Libra. And with that, I'm going to okay, so We did Libra, and okay, I'm going to stop my share, and we're going to move on to the next portion of this video, I think. Yes, we're going to stop that.